And if you've messed up, you don't have to shrink back in shame and fear. You are exactly the person that Jesus came back for. He came for the sick. He didn't come back for those that were well. He makes everything that was wrong beautiful again. And he can heal you everywhere you are hurting.
Our narrative greatly affects us. We are bombarded with movies, magazine, right culture, social media, even the magazines at the checkout. And we can easily slip into that downward spiral about our past. Like it's always tapping us on the shoulder, hey, remember what you did? Or hey, remember what happened to you? It can cause increased anxiety, depression, you may have experienced this. And again, it allows the enemy to attack. So be on the lookout. Past or current abuse, sins or mistakes do not define who you are. I'm going to say that again. Past or current abuse, sins or mistakes do not define who you are. Break the cycle. Your focus determines your reality, so redirect your focus. Change your narrative. And so on your handout, we included God's voice, which is clearly needed, right? God's voice stills you, leads you, reassures you. Satan's voice on the right side rushes you, pushes you. So if you find yourself on that right side, oh, I feel so rushed and frantic. You know, change the narrative. Redirect your focus back to Christ because he'll reassure you, he enlightens you, he restores you, he redeems you, he comforts you.
Yeah, and you guys, you do not have to be trapped in your past. You don't have to feel worthless, stupid, or all the abuse or hurt that others placed on you, that it's your fault that happened. You don't have to live your life full of hatred and resentment and bitterness. You need to shed those lies and get the crosses off your backs, ladies, and start believing that God has already forgiven you and that he loves you no matter what has happened to you in your life. And in Psalms 51, 1 and 2, it's where David is crying out to God for forgiveness after having committed adultery with Bathsheba. Have mercy on me, O God, because of your unfailing love, because of your great compassion. Blot out the stain of my sins. Wash me clean from my guilt. Purify me from my sin. Each one of us was created with a God-given purpose. All the wounds we carry around tend to cover up that great purpose. It's time for you to uncover your true God-given purpose.
Listen up, ladies. God has qualified you. Woo! He desires us to be overcomers. Choose what you magnify, right? What we tend to focus on, it gets bigger, right? So what you magnify, you get more of. Go figure. So magnify that you are his beloved. Like even think about that. Just marinate in that. Say it to yourself in the morning, in the mirror. You have everything you need for what God has called you to do and be. You're qualified.